So to start the yin practice this evening, we're going to come into your variation of Sukhasana or easy cross. So just come into any seated position, preferably taking a cushion or a block or a blanket underneath the seat so that the hips are higher than the knees. And that just allows the release of the lower back. You can maintain a neutral spine. Closing down the eyes in your own time. Resting the hands wherever feels comfortable. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and a deep sigh out of the mouth. Taking 2 more in your own time. And with each deep exhalation, let the shoulders draw away from the ears, softening down the back. Start to soften the muscles around the eyes. Softening the eyebrow center and wiping away any frown across the forehead. Allow for the temples and the cheeks to be soft. Allow the jaw to unclench, the lips and the teeth gently parting. Tongue relaxing away from the roof of the mouth. Length down the back of the neck. Shoulders and arms are soft. Fingers completely relaxed. Not trying to hold any particular posture. The chest and the belly are soft. The pelvis and the sitting bones firmly grounding down. Muscles throughout the legs are soft. Take your awareness down the right leg and let go of any clenching of the thigh or the calf. Down the left leg, unclench the thigh and unclench the calf. And the body becoming completely soft. The seat is rooting down and the very crown of your head is reaching up, creating length down the vertebra, space between the ribs, space between the ears and the shoulders, space between the ribs and the hips. Your whole body is simply soft. Drawing your awareness to the breath. And just checking with the quality of the breath. Be inquisitive. So are you breathing high up into the chest? Are you breathing deep into the belly? Maybe you're breathing into the back. Maybe you're breathing into all three of these areas, taking a completely three-dimensional breath so that the ribs and the belly and the back fully expand outwards, almost in a circle on each in-breath. And they contract back in towards the organs on each out-breath. Notice the count of your inhalation and the count of your exhalation. And start to elongate your exhale now, so that you're giving yourself longer exhalations. Each exhale is a little longer than the inhale. These longer exhalations giving us the opportunity to move over into the parasympathetic nervous system, stimulating a sense of peace, calm, ease, serenity. In our day-to-day life, we don't often give ourselves the chance to move into the parasympathetic nervous system. We're always on go, go, go. We're always active, doing, ticking things off our list. It's such an easy practice to do at any point throughout your day. So just check in with the breath and start to slow the exhale down. The inhale will also slow down. But let the exhale be a little bit longer. In your own time, come back to the natural rhythm of breath, letting go of any counting. Feel free to keep your eyes closed as we move into our first posture, Balasana or child's pose. I'd like to invite you to take a wide-legged child's pose. So bring in the big toes to touch, the knees out wide, maybe as wide as your mat if you're on one. And just allow the chest, the forehead to reach forward and down. You might even rest the forehead onto a cushion. If it's not comfortable to place the arms in front of you, they can be by the side or reaching back towards the feet. Once you find your place, that sweet spot that you want to hold, drink in that deep breath and and take a sigh out of the mouth. The postures that I'll guide you through this evening link to the liver meridian in Chinese medicine, which runs through the feet, up the front of the body, front of the spine, and all the way up to the head. The liver meridian is in charge of balancing our emotions, it controls our ability to adapt and flow with the changes in life. It's connected to resistance, which often leads to frustration and anger on varying levels. So the postures throughout the yin practice, and then moving into our yoga nidra practice, will help us to address these resistances, promoting a healthier flow of chi or energy. The main, or rather one of the main symptoms of blocked liver chi is fatigue. So the aim that I'm creating for this class, our collective intention, is deep relaxation. Take a deep breath in through the nose, sigh out of the mouth. Begin to wiggle the fingers. And then start to take your weight forward into the arms, into the forearms, moving your way into sphinx pose. So take a moment to come into this posture. I'll just spin around a little so that you can see. The elbows come shoulder distance underneath the shoulders. Now, because you're going to be holding this posture for a few moments, you might want to place a cushion. If you've got a bed pillow, maybe grab a hold of it, or a bolster. Maybe you want to place it underneath the chest. I've got a really short torso, so this isn't so great for me, but maybe this is good for you. You might also want to rest the forehead on something. These are just options. As ever, please remember that I'm just here to guide you. And this practice is about you. So have a little play with whichever variation you'd like to take. Check in with how the body feels. And when you're ready to come into stillness, drink in that deep breath. And a deep sigh out of the mouth. Try to allow a release in the back of the neck so you're not creating any compression. So gently drawing the gaze down towards the ground. When we're working with the liver meridian, as I said a few minutes ago, it can trigger feelings of resistance, frustration, and when we're holding stillness, quite often feelings of resistance develop, our mind telling us, do you know what, I've not got time for this. Or my arms or my shoulders are aching, I want to move. But Yin teaches the value of patience, to practice patience. Knowing that this moment is temporary. So whenever those feelings do arise, if they arise, come back to the breath. Take charge of the mind. Let the breath take charge. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a really deep sigh out of the mouth. Release the elbows and just come to lying flat prone, front body facing the ground. Just take a moment to move in any way that you feel is good for you. We're coming next into Jastikasana or superior pose, which is a really good posture for feeling that energy moving, and also for tackling migraines and headaches. So if you've got a blanket handy, grab hold of a blanket and you want to roll it up in front of you where your head's going to go, and you'll place the blanket on the forehead. The nose will be ever so slightly grazing the mat, so make sure you've got enough space to breathe properly. The hands will clasp it behind the back of the head. They'll ever so gently apply a little bit of weight onto the back of the head, simultaneously drawing upwards. So you're almost trying to pull the skin down the back of the neck upwards. So laying down, gentle pressure down and up. And as always, drinking that deep breath once you've arrived, and sigh it out. Feeling as though the body is surrendering, releasing into the earth. So what's happening in this posture? It's almost like you're releasing the fascia, the connective tissue. And breaking down those adhesions that when we sit for too long in a particular position becomes stiff. And just check in with the back of the neck, the back of the head, the forehead, the nose. Still breathing deeply. Not too much pressure in the fingers. And coming back to the breath. The breath, just like the thoughts, is discontinuous, comes and goes. by focusing on the pause, that little space in between the breath. You open an awareness to stillness, the stillness that lies between each breath, between each thought. And during these still moments, I invite you to return to the basic stillness of the posture, the breath, the movement caused by the breath, the thought, the cessation of thought. Take a deep breath in through the nose, sigh out of the mouth, and release the hands. Take any gentle movements or remain in stillness. And in your own time, gently roll over onto your back. And the forehead might now feel a little warm, and that's okay. Just release that energy, release the connective tissue. So we're going to come into Setu Bandhasana, or bridge pose. So if you've got a cushion or a block or even a few cushions, you'll take the back, neck and head in one line. Release any compression from the back of the neck, ever so slightly drawing the chin inwards. Feet and knees are hip distance. Push gently into the feet and place your block or your cushion or cushions underneath your seat so that the hips are raised. If you want to take it higher, just turn your block or add an extra cushion. The hands can rest wherever feels right for you. Sometimes I like them on my belly so that I can really draw awareness to my breath. But sometimes I like them open at the side, palms facing up to the sky, so I can feel a greater sense of openness at the front. Surrender and grounding through the back body. So just choose what's right for you. Take a deep breath in. And as you sigh it out, feel the body become heavy. Letting go. Anytime your breath starts to change, just acknowledge it. Anytime your mind starts to wander, just use your breath as an anchor to the present moment. next in-breath. Take a deeper breath and let it out. Gently push into the feet to lift the seat higher. Remove your prop from below the seat. And just sway the knees ever so gently side to side. Might feel nice to draw the knees into the chest. Maybe even bringing the chin in. The final posture I'd like to guide you into is Matsyasana, fish pose. There are 2 ways in which you can do this. So you'll need your bed pillows. You can take them lengthways so that the spine will come to lie on the pillows and you've got somewhere for the back of the head to rest. The shoulders will roll outwards. So you might need a few bed pillows. Palms facing upwards. Alternatively, I personally find this next variation a little deeper. Place it horizontal, couldn't get my words out there. And you want to rest so that the shoulder blades are coming over. You might find that creates some compression in the back of the neck. So if that's the case, just bring a cushion underneath the head. So you've got that gap between where the shoulders are reaching over, the arms lying down. Might be worth having a go at both variations, finding the one that's right for you. Remembering that the intention of the practice is to surrender, to let go, to find quiet. So if we're not comfortable, we're not going to be able to find that stillness of mind. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Sigh out of the mouth. Gently peel your way off your prop. Slowly lowering back down. Coming to a neutral spine. Just noticing the openness across the chest. Get yourself comfortable and cozy as we enter into our yoga nidra practice. So coming into your shavasana, if it's comfortable, taking the legs out long, not holding on to any muscles throughout the legs, the feet, the arms, the neck, and the face. And take your awareness to your body. Imagine how it would be if you could give the body permission to deeply let go. If you could completely let go. Let your body sink into the floor, finding comfort. Be comforted that at this time, everything is okay in this moment. Nothing else matters right now. Everything is okay. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Here to simply feel your body and to listen. And don't worry or become agitated if you don't hear everything that I say. It's natural to flow in and out of conscious hearing. The deepest part of you, your core self, is always listening. Whatever your experience during this practice, the practice will still work. There's no way to do this wrong. Simply listen without trying too hard. If your mind starts to wander, acknowledge and come back to the sound of my voice. You're in a safe environment, a protected and held space. Feel your natural breath and allow the bones to become heavy. Draw your awareness now to the chest, to the heart center. Feel as though you're breathing directly into the heart space. Breathe out and release any worries, any tension. Breathe into the heart space. What does your heart truly desire? Create a sankalpa, an intentional affirmation based on your heart's longing. A positive statement in the present tense, though it's already happening. For example, I am content as I am. I am at peace with what comes. Use this phrase or come up with your own intention. State it 3 times silently, as though it is already happening. Allow your awareness now to travel through your body on a journey of sensation. Simply feel each part as it is mentioned without moving. Just welcome all sensation just as it is. Bringing the awareness to the crown of the head, moving to the middle of the brain, the front of the brain, the forehead, the middle of the brain, and back to the front. We go around the head and the body in a similar way. Coming back to the middle of the brain, the front of the brain, the forehead, the tip of the nose, the chin, right side of the face, right earlobe, tip of the right ear, right temple, top middle of the forehead, the left temple, tip of the left ear, left earlobe, left side of the face, the chin, right cheek, outer edge of the right eyebrow, inner edge of the eyebrow, eyebrow center, inner edge of the left eyebrow, outer edge of the left eyebrow, the left cheek, the chin, point under the bottom lip, point between the lip and the nose, the right nostril, outer edge of the right eye, inside of the eye, bridge of the nose, inside the left eye, outer edge of the eye, left nostril, point between the lip and the nose, point under the bottom lip, the chin, the right temple, top middle of the forehead, the left temple, and back to the chin. Moving the awareness now to the tip of the tongue, body of the tongue, roof of the mouth, tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth, tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth. Sliding back up to the brain, starting from the base of the skull to the middle of the brain, right side of the brain, left side of the brain, back to the right, back to the left, right, left. Balancing in the middle of the brain, then to the front of the brain, middle, front, middle. And from here, moving to the body, dropping down to the throat, the right shoulder, down to the elbow, the wrist, palm of the hand, right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Moving back through the palm, wrist, elbow, shoulder, over to the throat, continuing to the left shoulder, down to the left elbow, wrist, palm, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, moving back through the palm, wrist, elbow, shoulder, back to the throat, down to the heart, resting deeply in the heart center. Now down to the navel, pelvis, the right hip, down to the right knee, right ankle, sole of the foot, big toe, second toe, third, fourth and fifth toe. Coming back through the sole of the foot, the ankle, the knee, hip, over the pelvis, continuing to the left hip, down to the left knee, ankle, sole of the foot, big toe, second toe, third, fourth and fifth toe. Coming back up through the sole of the foot, ankle, knee, hip and pelvis. Back to the navel, the heart center, throat, right shoulder, the whole of the right arm, throat, left shoulder, the whole of the left arm, heart center, the whole of the rib area, the navel, the whole of the torso, the pelvis, right hip, the whole of the right leg, the pelvis, the left hip, the whole of the left leg. Coming back through the left hip, pelvis, navel, and resting deeply in the center of the chest, resting at the heart center. As we change our focus towards the breath, begin to notice your breath, your natural breath, as it flows through you. Feel the in-breath, feel the out-breath. As you exhale, imagine a wave passing down through your whole body, carrying away with it any tension. As you inhale, a fresh wave flows up through the body, bringing with it a sense of calmness to every cell. Exhale, wave flowing downwards through the body, carrying away any fears. Inhale the fresh wave upwards, bringing serenity. Continue just like this, visualizing that wave flowing up the body on the inhale, down the body on the exhale. And if the mind starts to wander, becoming distracted, then simply focus the mind on counting the waves of the breath instead. Release your control, your focus of breath. Coming back now to a natural breath. And concentrating on the space in front of your closed eyelids. In this space, begin to notice the screen of the mind that we call Chidikasha. This space extends as high and wide and distant as the eye can see. Concentrating on this mind screen, becoming aware of any colours, patterns or lights that you might see. Whatever you see manifested by your mind. Continue to be aware of this space, not becoming involved, practicing detached awareness only. Now intensify your imagination and allow yourself to take a journey with me. Begin to create a picture in your mind. Imagine a place where you feel completely at ease. This might be a favourite place you've been to, or somewhere that you've seen in a photo, perhaps even on TV, or it might be completely imaginary. It's up to you. Picture this place where you feel calm and happy. This safe, easy, happy, peaceful place. Allow your mind to create the details about the place. Visualizing the sights. Visualizing the sounds. Visualizing the smells. Imagine how you feel physically. You are comfortable, enjoying the pleasant temperature, enjoying being still and relaxing, or whatever enjoyable activities you participate in here in your safe place. Enjoy the way you feel in this happy space. You feel calm and safe here, at peace with yourself. Now remember your sankalpa, your heart's desire or intention. Repeat the same desire 3 times internally now, with the same attitude as earlier in the class. Start to return to your surroundings, to your breath, and to your body. Listening to the sounds around you, becoming aware of your surroundings and the body lying on the ground. Noticing how the body and the mind feel. Notice the breath. Notice any sensations throughout the body. And begin to take some deeper, more purposeful breaths. Drawing in fresh energy. And gradually begin to bring some slow, gentle movements to the body. Easing into any stretches that feels right for you. Hugging the knees in towards the chest in your own time. Rolling gently to either side. And take a final moment of stillness to reflect on your practice, to reflect on how you feel. And in your own time, ease your way back up into a seated position. Bringing the palms together at heart center. Bowing the forehead towards the fingertips. Breathing in, send yourself love and gratitude. Breathing out, send love and gratitude to another being. Thank you very much.